What in the world is the summer slump? That's what we're going to discuss here in just a few minutes. Welcome to the Thursday edition to the Voiceover Huddle. My name is Mike Hathcote. You are currently on the number one voiceover related YouTube channel. We are almost to 84,000 subscribers, thanks to people just like you, and we appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Um, Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And then, of course, chime in on the chat so I can do some shout outs here just in a few minutes and let you know. Well, I don't need to let you know where you're watching from, but I want to know where you're watching from. So go ahead and chime in for that. And yeah, still hovering about four spots left on the TV affiliate boot camp, which starts this coming Tuesday night. We have a couple of people who have reached out, so there may only be two left. Um, so if you're planning on that, if you're on the fence, learn a little bit more about it in the description below and sign up before it is all gone. Also, one quick programming note. A week from today and a week from tomorrow, there will be no huddle. I will be traveling for the theatrical premiere of my documentary about skateboarding, and I'll be going to Knoxville, Tennessee for that. And so I will not be here either of those 2 days. So just a quick heads up. Those of you who subscribe to the text alerts and the email alerts, I'll make sure and let you know through that as well. Okay, what is the summer slump? Well, it's kind of the same as the December slump. And that means that typically, and not with everybody and not all the time, but most of the time there is a dip in VO work in the summer, just like there is in a lot of other industries because people go on vacation and they're out of the office for a while. So there can be a bit of a dip in business. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I talked about that 0 day that I had, which, those are very rare, but they do happen. A lot of people, like I said, are on vacations. Sometimes their fiscal budgets land in the summertime, so they kind of slow down, and then when their fiscal budget renews for the year, then they get back into the game. A lot of different reasons for it, but mainly it's people being out on vacation. And so you do see a little bit of a slump in the summertime. Not major, at least I hope not major for you, but there is definitely a little bit of a retraction in the industry during that time. But what I'm here to tell you is don't freak out. You know, it's part of being self-employed. It is the gig economy after all. When you're working in the gig economy, things do kind of ebb and flow. But as long as you've done the groundwork and you've laid a good foundation and you're continuing to market, that should, well, yeah, it shouldn't hurt you too bad. Just plan ahead for it. Know that it's coming up and plan ahead, whether it's, in your bank account or whatever, just plan ahead. Make sure that you can see that coming and you're not surprised by it because it does happen pretty much every year, um, to different degrees for different people. But that is also all the reason why your marketing should be top of mind. Not only because it's slow, you have more time to market, but the volume of marketing that you do will help you when things are slow because the more people, play the numbers basically. The more people that you're connected with and reach out to, the more chances you have of actually booking the work, right? So if you've only got a stable of say 20 clients, and half of them go on vacation during the summer, you're going to feel it. But if you've got a stable of say 200 clients, then you're going to feel it a lot less. So play the numbers, do your marketing, keep track of those people, follow up with them. For instance, yesterday I sent one of my bi-monthly um, follow-up emails to my prospects, not my clients, but my prospects. And several of them, you know, got back to me almost immediately with not with work, but with plans to do work. And, because I'll be top of mind, hopefully I'll be the one that actually gets the work. So just keep doing that. And on the slow days, Focus on marketing, maybe some admin type stuff, bookkeeping things, but try to fill your day. Don't just go, well, it's slow. I'm just going to go do something else. Okay. Play the numbers in the summer slump. All right. Let's see what everybody's saying today. There's Becky, Grandma Becky, checking in first one in today. Thank you, Becky. And there's Mark from Montreal. Good to see you on here. And hey, Ron from Grand Haven, Michigan. Good morning to you. And there's Sean from Longview. Sean's going to be in the boot camp coming up next week. And there's David from Hamilton, Ontario. And Grady says, gotta level the scales with Grandma Becky. There's Papa Grady here in Ithaca, New York. Good to see you, Grady. Grady's going to be on the boot camp. And there's Dennis. Good morning from Pasadena, California. And good morning, Tracy from Rochester, Minnesota. And Charlie from Sparta, Wisconsin. There's Nephi from Knoxville. He's going to be not only at the premiere next week, but he's also going to be in the boot camp. So looking forward to seeing him at both of those places. And there's Nancy in Yankton, South Dakota. Good morning to you. And there's Kirk from Greenville, South Carolina. And good morning, Andrew in Latvia. And there's Callie from Pasco, Washington. Good morning to you. Hey, Nicole from Ottawa, Ontario. Good to see you on here. And Phil from Tokyo. Domo arigato for being here. And there's Maria from Rhode Island. Had a great session with Alex yesterday. Highly recommended if anyone needs tech help. Thank you for that, Maria. And yes, Alex rules. He is one of our faculty members in the VoiceOver Blueprint. He is our resident audio engineer, and his specialty is creating effects racks for your booth, because you gotta make sure that you get an engineer to sign off on the sound quality of your audio. Remember, sound quality is one of the three legs of the three-legged stool. If your sound quality is off, I don't care how much marketing and how good your performance is. If your sound quality is crap, nobody's going to hire you. So make sure you get someone like Alex to sign off on your audio to make sure that it is good to go. There's Bob from Wadsworth, Ohio, and Wayne from Port Orchard, Washington. Good morning to y'all. Good to see you here. And there's Gretchen in Indianapolis. Hey, Dennis in Grant Park, Illinois. And there's Guy from St. Louis. Rich says, just finished your book. It was a great read and sets up a great foundation. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot to mention the book. Here's the book. It's called The VoiceOver Blueprint. And it is the book that I wish that I had when I got started in VO. It lays out the blueprint to really get off on the right foot. So if you haven't gotten the book, and if you're new to this, check it out in the description. You can get the audiobook, the digital version, as well as 4 free gifts for less than $10 in the description below. So check it out. Or if you want the actual hard copy like this, you can go to Amazon and grab that. There's Tim from Altoona in the house. Good to see you on here, Tim. And there's Jameson from Naples, Florida. We condensate just standing outside here. Yeah. People say, when I say I live in Phoenix and it gets up to, 120 degrees plus some days, they're like, oh, but it's a dry heat. Yeah, it's a next level heat. I don't care that it's not humid. I grew up in the South, so I know what humid is. This is next level. It's that feeling of, when you preheat an oven and you open it up and that blast hits you in the face. That's what it feels like when you go outside. So I'll take humidity over that any old day. There's Theo. Good morning to all on Thirsty Thursday from the second floor office in lovely Palos Hills, Illinois. Good morning to you, Theo. Callie says, I spent the day yesterday clearing out a closet to designate a more solid permanent space for my booth. That was previously a blanket booth in the middle of the room. Very excited. It feels good, doesn't it, Callie? Yeah. The closer you move to a more permanent, dedicated space, the more real everything gets. Nothing against one of those blanket forts. I've heard and worked with people who have those forts who, the audio sounds fantastic, and, I mean, broadcast quality. Number 1, because they got someone like Alex to work with them on the sound. But remember, if it sounds good, it is good. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be, fancy schmancy like this thing that I'm in. As long as it sounds good, it is good. But it is nice when you can kind of move to a more permanent, dedicated space like I did in my closet, which is across the office here. I was in that closet for years before I bought this booth. So if you're not in a position yet, like I wasn't at the beginning, to do this, to buy a booth like this, then closets work fantastic. So good on you. Congratulations. Steel Prince says, Texas here, it's hot in the summer, or it's hot this summer. Yeah, we've already hit, I think today or tomorrow. Let's see. Well, it's 9:11 a.m. right now, and it's already 98 degrees. So it'll probably get to about 112 today, 113. And there's Kathleen from Binghamton, New York. Sean says Phoenix heat means you're just completely dried out and fully combust instead of smoldering. Yep. And here's what's interesting about it here. You don't know that you're losing your what's the word? Not you're losing heat. You don't know that you're dehydrating because it is so dry that you don't sweat. And then all of a sudden you just kind of feel lightheaded and it's like, oh, I haven't had any water recently. So you got to pound water here all the time, or else that dehydration will creep up on you because you don't feel it as you're dehydrating. Kelly says, yes, more real. Feel more like a pro. Got to get some of that 4-inch foam now. Can you recommend the best place to purchase such foam? Well, if you mean this kind of foam here, or you can't see this, here, um, the kind of foam that I bought and the kind of foam that is kind of the gold standard in the industry is a brand called Auralex, 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 one word. It's not cheap, but it really works. It's the like I said, it's the gold standard. Not all foam is created equal, and you can get Auralex on Amazon and other places, but just because it looks like nice pyramid foam doesn't mean it's gonna do the trick. Now, it's better than nothing, but if you just buy the cheap foam on Amazon, well, first of all, check um, the not the comments. What am I trying to say? The reviews. Check the reviews and make sure that it actually does work for other people before you get it. But I know that if you get Auralex, you're not gonna have any issues because that is the best. Um, And by the way, you don't need 4-inch foam. Like this foam that I've got here, I believe this is 2-inch. 4-inch foam is like, I mean, that's big. So 2-inch foam is plenty. Seal says, by the way, any recommendations on getting auditions for VAs? I'm not sure what a VA is, unless you mean voice artist or voice actor. Yes, then, I mean, you have to be either with agents or on casting sites. But the best way to get auditions is to go direct market. But remember, do not direct market without professional quality demos, meaning working with a producer to direct you and pick out your scripts and work together to make sure that you get good quality performance and audio. Do not do any direct marketing without that. You can do kind of a DIY situation and get on places like Fiverr and Upwork if you want to kind of be in that level. But to get the real work and to get the real auditions, good demos, a good website to put them on, and plenty of marketing. Police Commander Z3, good afternoon from Atlanta. Callie says, thank you for that clarity. Yeah, a 4-inch foam is I don't even know if I've ever seen 4-inch foam. This is 2-inch. Or or maybe this is 3-inch. Anyway, I'd have to measure it. But they're pretty standard sizes out there, and there's a couple of different kinds. You can do the pyramid foam like this, which is literally just little pyramids, or you can do the wedge foam, which looks like little wedges. So there's several different kinds you can get, but RLX is the good stuff. Seal says, how do you get a good agent? I've been doing freelance stuff in the casting call club and feel stuck wanting to progress. Well, once again, you have to have good demos to get an agent, but then it's just a matter of reaching out to agents. Google them. Just Google voiceover agents. There's plenty of them out there. I have 5, 6 now, all over the country. Just make sure they're not in competing markets, and they will be able to supply you plenty of audition opportunities. And typically, agents do provide better paying auditions. They're gonna be the ones who provide you the national names. I just got one a couple of weeks ago for MasterCard. So they're gonna be able to supply you with better paying work and higher profile work. But once again, to get those good jobs, you have to have good demos, and a good website. So Google them, and as long as you've got good demos and they don't have somebody there who sounds like you or the same kind of style, they could very well add you to their list. Sarah says, replying to Callie, RLX will provide a free booth eval to determine how much and type of phone you need. I'm converting a closet too. That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they did that. That's pretty sweet. Happy and joyful from Florida. Good to see you on here. Good afternoon. All right, everybody. While it is slow, I still have some work to do. So I'm going to get back in there. Oh, wait, there's Lynette, who is also going to be in the boot camp, I believe. She says, good morning from Sparks, Nevada. Looking forward to the TV affiliate boot camp next week. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be insane. I mean, this has been the best response to one of these boot camps yet. Because we have added so much value to it over what we've done previously or what Bill did previously. And I mean, you even get, and by the way, here, I'll just go into this a little bit real quick. In addition to all the TV affiliate specific stuff that you get, the demo and the list of people to reach out to and all that, you're also going to get 90 days in the voiceover blueprint, fully, the full voiceover blueprint. Because we want to prepare you not just for the TV affiliate work, because that is a pretty specialized category, but for broader VO work in general. Because what we teach in the blueprint is not specifically any specific genre of VO, but how to be successful, generally speaking, in VO. So we want to prepare you for the broader VO market as well as the TV affiliate market. So you're going to get 90 days full access to the blueprint on top of that TV affiliate stuff. So winner, winner. Okay, I'm going to get after it. I will see you all back here tomorrow for Q&A Friday. So bring all your questions. We answer all your questions on Friday. So I will see you then. Until then, break a lip.